What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 180. Listen, I just did this whole intro like crazy, crazy, crazy. I already went through all of this, hit the share button, the like button, but I wasn't even on the live. That's crazy, right? My mind just everywhere today. But listen, I got a great show for you, and I need you to tap in. I'm hitting that like button. Y'all know I got my phone in my hand. Hitting that share button. I'm letting people know that we on the air and it's going down right now. Uh, I need a few people to join me. I need y'all to let people know that we here, we on the air. It's gonna be good. And do I got a show for you? Listen, I got an author. I got a business owner, a motivational speaker. I went all the way to Houston, Texas. I ain't even gonna let her sit out there long. Guess what? I'm bringing her on up in here. Y'all make some noise for Miss Michelle Saxton.
Hey, my love. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am so blessed to be. Thank you for this opportunity, Archie. Listen, I'm just so proud of you, man. You've been hitting the pavement. You've been running. You've been tapping into different streams of everything. And guess what? You are on the right track, baby, and you're pulling in people and you're just doing the thing. And I am so proud of you. Just keep going. No matter what gets in your way, Archie, keep going. Put left and right, front and right, and let's do it.
Listen, you about to get me tearing up because listen, y'all.
Let's do it.
Before the show started, you all right? I said, I'm good. I'm just, I got my own things going. She started praying. Y'all don't understand when you got people that will pray for you, pray you through, talk you through, and be there for you. You gotta hold on to that. While I'm saying that, I need y'all to hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. All y'all that's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Listen, Miss Saxton, where do I start? Listen. I seen on Facebook, so I'm gonna start from the top. We're gonna work our way down. I know everybody making their way home from work and stuff. I need y'all to hear share. Can I show a clip? I gotta show this clip. Cause I seen this on Facebook and I was sitting there. So hold on, we're gonna play this real quick. Y'all tune in.
Miss Humble and Miss Houston. Good luck to both of you. The first runner-up, Miss Texas, West America. Miss Houston.
Okay, everybody just sense because that's all the video I can get, y'all. So, first off, so we know that you're Miss Humble, right? You're Miss Humble.
Right.
So when they said everybody, they like, wait, what just happened? What just happened? We got you on the clip. So when they said first runner-up, and then they said Miss Houston, what was going through your head? Because I was looking, I replayed 5 times. What was going through your head?
Archie, to be very honest, and I know you all have seen this on other pageantries. Well, the lady, Miss Sheila Henry, that's my good girlfriend. We've been going and grinding ever since 4 or 5 years ago. But she has been doing so well in everything she does, right? So when we're on the stage, she had just won all these awards and everything. And I'm just genuinely happy for people. So I'm holding her hand saying, baby, you did it. I love you. You doing it. You're doing it like that. So when he announced Miss Houston as first runner up, I'm like, why is she walking away? And then they said, Miss Humble is now the Miss. And listen, I just lost it because I hope it's not even on tape that my face just went all crazy. Like, is it really me? So I didn't realize that it was actually me who won. I was giving her all the props and I was just ready to support her from this point forward. But it was really amazing, Archie. It was a really great experience.
And I know you was all tears. You was all tears.
I was all tears. I was thanking God above. At that moment, I was thinking all my loved ones who had gone away, my dad, my mom, my husband. I was just wondering if they were proud of me and was wishing them at that time in that moment that they were here. But everything was so beautiful.
Wow. So you worked hard. How long did it take you to prepare for that particular pageant?
Well, I guess I want to say in October of last year, that's when I realized and found out that I was selected for Miss Humble Plus.
Okay.
And then for sure, from October on until March the 19th, the official day, we were putting in work and time and going to Austin and doing, just putting in the work, doing boot camp and everything like that.
Yes, ma'am.
So it took from that time of last year to actually this past Saturday to know where I stood in this pageant.
Oh, wow. And so now the new, because I felt like, I ain't gonna lie, I felt so honored because I was like, she won and she come to the 180 show. Like, look, we getting the exclusive. Do y'all hear me? Like, I felt so now I have to make sure I say it correctly. Now you're Miss.
I'm Miss Texas plus America.
Okay.
2022.
Hey, let them know. That's what I'm talking about. Prime time, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. We're gonna shift gears, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand when you in competitions. Like, I'm a competitive. So are you a competitive person?
You know what? That's why I never sold products and nothing, because if a person just tell me, oh, I can't, baby, at this time, I'm not the one who just go out and say, okay, but if you look at it this way, or if you do it this way, it'll do this and do that. I just respect where that person is and be through. And that's kind of like with competition. I'm competitive, but I'm reserved with it because in my mind, when it's my time and when God give it to me, I don't have to put in the work. He just gonna give it to me, right? So that's the type of person I am. But yes, it is a very competitive arena, and people go back many as times as they want to place. But I was so for sure that if I had not won, I was going to be there for my other sisters and help them in other ways that they can become their better selves.
Right. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So becoming their better selves, you are a business owner, motivational speaker. I'm looking at the resume, grief support founder and owner. Yeah. I want to kind of talk about, and you own Savvy Courier Service. Courier Service. I'm sorry. Okay. So being a business owner, I'm a business owner, that's my specialty. That's what I love to talk about. Being a business owner, doing pageants, doing all this, how do you juggle it all? Like, how are you doing it?
Let me tell you something. You must prioritize, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't prioritize and put things in order, write it down, make it plain, you are going to be just everywhere. Yep. And now that this pageant thing is going to nationals, because now I'm going to nationals to compete with people all over, just not Texas. So I'm going to be. So first of all, you have to have a game plan. You have to have A and B backups. You have to have people in place that can take care of your business when you're not able to be in the positions yourself. So luckily for me, I have somebody who sleep with me in the next room at night who can conduct business for me. She's the background to my foreground, but she actually shines in the midst of things, and that's my daughter Bianca. So with my business, you must have those things in place. You must have it lined up in order for you not to be all over the world and all over the globe just lost, right? So I would say that, and that's how I'm hoping and praying that things will follow.
I feel you. Yeah. Okay, so with business, so give me a little bit about the business. Let everybody know what type of business you run.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a little bit. The Savvy Courier Service. I know what it is, but some people might not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm Michelle Saxton. I am the business owner of Mia's Savvy Courier Service. I'm gonna give you a little tidbit about Mia's. Mia's was my childhood nickname. Never did I ever use it in life. until after the loss of my parents, God brought me out of my darkness, my bondage, and I became an AKA Mia, my childhood nickname. Not only Mia is my childhood nickname, it's also the acronyms of missing in action. You know why? Because I was missing in action too. I was in grief. I was in depression. I was in all of those things, anxieties after the loss of my parents. So I promised God, after taking me out of that type of situation, any way I can help, Mia was going to be on everything.
Okay.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Mia's missing in action. I was, but here I am today. So Mia's missing in action, grief support, and Mia's missing in action, savvy courier service. My courier service is your local courier service. It does all the delivery, the pharmacy, the blueprints, flowers, candy, whatever you need. It does that. Also, it is if you have programs for your kids that you can't be there to pick them up after school, we'll take them to the program.
Hey.
If you have family members that need to go to the doctor's office because you cannot take them, and your family members and your other family can't take them, we support that feature and take them to the doctor. We stay there with them through their appointment with a HIPAA form signed, if there's, especially for our older generation, because they know what they're doing, but they're not quite understanding the process. If you're signing the form that allows us to sit in on the office visit with them, take notes, and bring it back to the family and share with the family what actually took place. If the benazepril, the blood pressure medicine, is now changed to lisinopril, whatever that is, we make that note and send it to the family members. Not only that, you may have an event tonight and you're not able to go get your red bottoms from the Galleria. Sign us up. We'll go get those things for you. We'll mimic your style. If you're needing an outfit, we'll do a couple of sessions, mimic your outfits that you wear in your type of style, and go in the field wherever it's convenient, where your budget allows, and go and get you something to wear for your events. So Mia's Savvy Courier is a venue and a tool to use to help assist you where it's an inconvenience for you, it's a convenience for us.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
You're doing it all. You're doing it all. Now that I know you there when I'm in Houston, I'm definitely, hey, I need this. Mia, hey, mama, I need this. You know, I'm quick to you. That's what's up. That's what's up. So how long you been doing that, if you don't mind me asking?
2018, February 12th, 2018 was our launch day.
Okay. How you been enjoying it?
I've been enjoying, even if it's not for the services alone. When I'm out there in those fields, I get to hear so many people's stories. I don't know what it is about a magnet or a spirit that I'm having, but in the delivery process, I may find someone just off the street and, in delivering whatever it is, they just open up and say, I'm going through. And then it becomes a whole hug section, or God is going to make a way for you, whatever. Yeah. So just not the business itself. It's the connections I get in the field when I'm out delivering and helping others. So that's always a win-win for me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that brings us into that grief support. That's the part in it. So you don't call yourself a counselor?
No.
You're not a counselor. So give me a little bit about that, because I've had some losses. And I deal with depression. A lot of people that do work with me close know that I would slip into depression a little bit, anxiety, different things that I deal with. And everybody grieves different. So,
absolutely.
So how did you come up with the support system? Like, I'm really intrigued.
So Archie, after 4 years of being mad at God, and yes, I actually told him I was mad at him.
Oh, wow.
For 4 years, I said, you took everybody that I ever leaned and depend on. You took my dad in 2000, my mom in 2002, my husband killed in a car accident, Thanksgiving 2004. Every 2 years, you taking my home hitters. You taking my hard hitters away from me, right?
Yeah.
And I was mad. I was so mad. But somewhere in the middle of the night, God just woke me up and said, girl, You're not the first and you're not going to be the last. And I heard that so clearly. You're not the first and you're not going to be the last. I need you to pull yourself together, in other words. That's when I allowed myself, because I knew that wasn't my character, to walk around and feel like everybody owed me something, talk to people crazy, just that has never, ever been me. But those experiences made me that way and allowed me to face that type of bondage, right? So I asked God to give me the direction. First, go get the help. Listen, people, I don't care what your help is. Find the help, and it doesn't diminish you as a man or a woman. If it's going to lay on somebody's couch, go lay on it, roll on the couch, get your pillows out, just camp there, but get the help, okay? It does not diminish you from being a man or a woman. I went and laid on somebody's couch for 1.5 years. I got the help. I asked God, now that you allow me to do that, what is it that you want me to do with my life? Go back to school. At 46 years old, I went back to school, got my degree, honored.
Wow.
Presidential awards, cum laude. What else do you need me to do with this business management degree? Start your own business. I started my own business. Mia Savvy Courier said, this is not going to help with people that's going through depression, anxiety, and grief like you had. What are you going to do about that?
Wow.
Start me a foundation and a support group for those who may have experienced and even know what that even looks like, where they can be a part of without feeling criticized and judged. And that's where Mia's Missing in Action Grief Support comes from, because I too was missing in action, and I don't want others to go down that route if they don't have to.
Oh, wow. Wow. Every time I talk to you, it's like, a breath of fresh air. So it's like, man, like dealing with grief, a lot of people don't even know the losses that I dealt with. I had graduated high school in 2008, and during that time, my grandmother, which I was super close, I was her boy, she passed away a week before graduation. And then probably, I think it was like 4 months later, my dad had passed away in October, and so it took me through a whole episode. I went through an episode with God, and I started telling people, I had went through some relationships and they didn't stay close, and they weren't. And I was like, God, every time I get close to somebody, you take them. It wasn't just the fact of someone dying of death. It was the fact that I would get close. Like, that's grief. Like, people don't understand that you grieve over relationships. You grieve over people. You grieve over a loss of a job. With me, I lost everything. I lost everything. And God kept telling me, I'm going to give you double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. And it's crazy that I listen to you now, because it's like, oh, wow, you're the grief support advocate. And like it just to see you now, I wouldn't have, I've been in your presence on a couple of occasions I would have never imagined. So
Archie, for sure, I want to make people aware that grief does not just deal with the loss of people. It's whatever you're not able to deal with properly that you've lost. Okay.
Right.
So my thing of it is, we mask things so long. We can be in our red bottom, we can be in our freshly new hair, and we can be in our Prada, whatever that looks like, to make us look good on the outside, to give that false look to our viewers, right? But underneath at night when you go to bed, when there's nobody else who have called you or will call you, because they see there's a different type of thing that you're going through, and they don't want to be a part associated with, instead of taking you by the hand and saying, I know this is not you. What is it that I can help you with? What is causing you to go down this path? How can we help? Instead, we have so many people fading away because the problem now is, whatever your problem is going to become mine, and I don't want to deal with that, right? But that's the platform, I'm having to get away from that to allow people to have people to, be around them, to know what that feels like, and to know that grief doesn't have an expiration date on it. Just because you want it to be over. I could be talking to you right now, smiling, and because a light bulb go out for me because my husband was the electrician, that may be a trigger for me to now want to cry. So people need to understand the triggers and all of those angers and doubts and all of those things that comes a part of being and grief, anxieties, and depressions, right? So this is the hopes for my platform. Even with me now being Miss Texas, I'm hoping that can become national and international as well, because you see us in the big earrings, the big hair, the big poofy dresses, but some of us need to be encouraged in areas that we lack, right? So those are the things I'm hoping for with the grief support.
That is crazy that you say that, is because today I was taking a phone call and I was talking to my cousin and I was telling him, a lot of people see me on the red carpet, and I'm grateful. Again, I don't want people to think I'm complaining, but nobody calls to check. Hey, are you okay? How are you doing? Because on Facebook, I get 100 likes, or you get all these comments and people, and it's important to check on your loved ones and really have someone in your corner, and it's so you have that system already put together where people can come and talk to you about it.
Absolutely. And before all the COVID, Archie, I really had in place quarterly that we would come tangibly together, not just on a Zoom, where we would meet up and do things together for those who may be experiencing grief, anxiety, and depression. Because not only that this is a good mechanism, this is a good form to do Zoom and all the live, StreamYard, all of that. I want it to be where, at that time when we are starting before COVID, to be where we could be in each other's face.
Yeah, it's
right?
different.
To talk about things that you comfortable enough to talk about. And one thing about it, people, when you're wanting to start that, it's very easy to say, okay, I'm ready. But until you're really ready, I think the transparency for me is what helped me most. Once I was able to lay out the real Michelle, not the one was behind the mask, not the one who I'm okay and went home and wanted to cry. Once I let out the true Michelle and was able to talk about my experiences freely, that freed me. So that's the hope of the coming to, in the same room with each other quarterly. We have a licensed counselor on site, Dr. Latanya Henry Smith. She's not there to heal and treat, but she's able to give us direction to where to go. And listen, we're the first to say, if it's something we don't know about the questions and the concerns you have, we're not leaning on our own understanding alone. We have support system, your group, anybody else group that can even direct us in those avenues we're needing. Listen, I'm not trying to say I know everything. I'm still learning with others, but the platform is here for those who are needing it.
Wow. Do you feel like you overcame by your testimony? Do you feel like you sharing your testimony to other people helped you overcome?
It's an everyday therapy session for me. Anytime I open my mouth to tell someone else all that I've gone through, me being in the center of that stage for me was another therapy section for me, because it's telling me where you were, that God opened the doors and allowed you to be where you are because you stood firm in your belief. You had your faith game build up and you walked according to how God called you to be and who he called you to be, right? So yes, to answer your questions, yes.
Wow. Everybody, it's Miss Mia, Michelle Saxton. She is Miss Texas Miss Texas of America. I got to make sure I get it right now.
Miss Texas plus America 2022.
Miss Texas plus America 2022. I told y'all I'm gonna bring people on the show that listen. I've been blessed to meet just some great people. They just my friends. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Archie, I want to thank you for even giving me an exclusive interview in your magazine, your March magazine, because guess what? Just after you been on the Now What show with us, you had people just like all the way in, because people don't want to talk about what they've been through. They just want to talk about the what now, the shining now. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that the shining, oh, that's okay. The glitz and glam, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
yeah. So
they don't. You guys for having me on your show, like
yeah.
Everybody. So everybody, she's the producer, co-producer, and one of the hosts. She's the host of the Now What show. Give us a little bit about that. Tell us about the show.
So for sure, Archie, I have the grief supports, and the grief is basically for people that may still be struggling from slip back and need a little assistance, need a little direction. But I said, you know what? God has blessed me to go forward in that thing, right? So now that God has brought you through that situation, now what? Now that you experiencing this type of ordeal, even in the midst of it right now what? Hey. So these things are now what's for you, right? Yes, so that is what the Now What show is. Maybe you're still in something and God, you got an aha from somewhere. And now it has placed you in another position in your life. Or maybe you have gone through something way back yonder. Right. And God has brought you through it, and you have a story to tell. You done made a business, you done became CEO, you done became a millionaire, whatever. It's the now what's for us on the Now What show with my host, Bobby Brisker.
Mr. B.
Mr. V. He's so cool. He's so cool.
So laid back.
He's so laid back. And everything is that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's Mr. V. Y'all gotta listen. Okay, so you guys are on
every Tuesday at 7.
And what's the name of the station?
It's right here on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Facebook Live and YouTube. 7 o'clock every Tuesday.
And then you can find us also on your smart TVs on Roku television.
Television. Listen, guys, I was able to go to the Now What show. I had so much. They really blessed my soul. That Sunday, they didn't even know. Like, I had just gotten over COVID. I was going through a lot of stuff. And I was like, I had just found out. I think that was right when I found out I had vertigo.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit up that long. And it was just like, okay, listen, I enjoy myself there. So you hosting a show, you winning pageants, you doing the grief support, you doing question, because I'm the serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
Serial entrepreneur. Got the magazine. And then we got the story in the magazine. Got to pay some bills. Here we go. Watch this. You ready?
Yes. Yes.
Y'all haven't seen Miss Michelle Saxton. That means you haven't gotten your latest magazine. With just Brittany on the cover. March magazine. Listen, she's right here inside. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. There you go. That means you haven't gotten your issue. If you haven't gotten your issue, listen, you got to order now at 180life.com. They're scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and over there and order that. And then she's right here on the show. All the questions. You got comments. They not popping up on my comment thing. I don't know why.
Okay.
They be. So I gotta go through the Mika Diamond is in the building. What's going on? My sister, y'all are.
That's my baby too. That's my baby. All of y'all my babies. I be saying all of y'all grown men and women, but y'all still my babies. I just feel so connected to y'all. I just be saying, hey baby, hey sunshine, hey my boo. I be meaning it too, because y'all doing it. Y'all are doing it. Man. Listen, y'all pushing the levels, baby. Y'all going against the grain, and y'all are doing it. You are not staying stuck in no boxes. Baby, and you're doing things that matters. You're just not out here profiling and styling and none of that. You all are putting your feet in avenues that are really helping people. And that's why, listen, I don't just be co-signing for no anybody. That ain't I ain't that girl.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when I'm telling y'all to go on and shine, that's what I mean, because baby, y'all are doing it. And I'm so proud of you, Brian, my girl, Chris, Brian, Mika Diamond. I just have so many people that I just like, man, they doing it.
We try. When I tell people I'm trying, I'm trying. I'm
I try. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for you, like your platform, just to watch. And again, like I told you when I came to Now, this is my first interview in 2022. We going hard this year. This year,
absolutely.
I told Mika, I tell Chris, I tell Takia, everybody out there, listen, we going hard this year. Y'all better watch out, because next year, I've been just blessed. I'm telling people we doing new stuff. You know what I'm saying? We doing new stuff. Okay, so let's go to the top. Michelle Toya gave 3 fires. She said, "You fired. You fired." Shaw Anderson said, hashtag grind time. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Michelle Toya said, powerful. Saria Dale said, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody said you got to go through it to get to it.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
And Mika says hello. Miss Ira Warren said hands up emoji.
Yes.
I think it's
yes.
Y'all know I'm old, so I'll be trying to remember what all these mean, you know. Somebody said that they salute you for real. You're shining like a diamond.
Thank you.
It's just to see you doing so many things.
Thank you.
Me, pushes me. And to see you, a lot of people tell me all the time, how do you get everything done? Listen, it's not enough hours in the day.
It's not.
I will never forget. You called. You didn't call. You text me.
Uh-huh.
And you was giving me. You was like, hey, I'll be like, Mama, listen.
Yeah.
Somebody's dead. Mama, okay, that's fine. And I think I had rolled over. Like a lot of people don't know, I don't sleep a lot. So I rolled over and I was like, okay, I got you. And I think by 7, I was back texting you back what you needed. You was like, okay, let's do it like this. And it was like crazy just to see somebody on, not saying on my level, but understanding that like in the middle of the night, I be up working.
And listen, I have to catch myself, Archie, because a lot of times I don't sleep well because my mind is doing this.
Yeah.
And if you call me possibly at 3:00 in the morning, a lot of times you might catch me up, because anything that God puts on my mind to do, I'm finna get on my computer. I'm finna make a notation of it so I won't forget about it. And even when I'm in my right mind all the way, I'll go back to it and be able to assess those things.
Yes,
but a lot of times I have to catch myself that my time is not everybody's time. But I want people to know, if you have a 9 to 5 and God has blessed you with a 9 to 5, use that 9 to 5 to get to where you're trying to go, right? And the same energy that you give them folk over there, that same energy you give them people over there, I need you to come home and give yourself that same energy and go even more harder. Now that's the word, and that's free. Okay,
that's free right there.
Yeah, that's free. I will not be invoicing you for that, but that's free. Yeah,
it's crazy because I'm an entrepreneur, and I remember. So with me, I have my degree in mortuary science. So I used to work at a funeral home. And I love the funeral home because I just loved helping people deal with things that I dealt with in 2008. It just was like safe space for me. But when I was working at the funeral home, I worked what they called Chinese hours. So I would be at work 3:00 in the morning. And then I would be out all night. My mom be my witness. I'd be out all night picking up bodies, doing what I needed to do. But I still had to clock in at 8:30 in the morning because I had regular hours I had to do.
Yeah.
So when I started working for myself, I was like, well, when I worked for the funeral home and they paid me $14.50 an hour, I was, whatever they tell me to do, whenever they needed me, I was there. So why am I not doing this for myself?
For yourself. You deserve that. Anything that you put, listen, being a mama, being a daddy,
Yeah.
You better put those things first because that represents you and your family.
Right.
Anything that represents you and your family, you are to give those things 100%, right? And give them the 1 minus 1 your percent. Do it enough to keep you there, but also focus on what God has called you to do. Find those things. It could be a cake, it could be a shoe shine. I don't care what it
Orange
is.
picker, like I tell people, picking oranges.
Absolutely.
And so, have you reached that point of micromanagement? Have you reached a point in business? Because, like, you know, I own 4, you own 4, 5, 6, sound like 7, 8. You know,
No.
you managing so much. You know what I'm saying? Have you hit that point where you're like, I micromanage? I try to micromanage.
You know what? I know where to step back.
Okay.
Because first of all, I don't know nothing about even though I passed with the A in Excel and all of that, all those marketing stuff, I don't do that.
Right.
So let me tell you something, and that's another thing. What you don't know how to do, get somebody on your team who know how to do it.
Yes,
because that's less a headache for you.
Yes,
now you want to sign off on it to make them say, you know, well, this is good. Well, I need you to change this. I need you to change the font to acrylic. I mean, you know, whatever it is, you are there for that. But put people on your team who know more than you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
Right.
You want people to come with you on your team
that
can say, you know what, now I know this is your idea, but I want you to have an open mind to see it this way.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And don't you be the person, no. Don't be that person. Because again, where you may not even have experiences in, that person has lived that thing. They have shown their works. They've done it. So it was something about them in the beginning. You dug them up, okay?
Right.
So let them do what they do.
Do.
Yeah. So, but my thing is now I will come off and sign off on it or whatever. If I have a little concern, I'll ask them, well, what about this? But as far as macro, like my daughter, she has an eye for everything. She has an eye for take that down off of Facebook. And I'm like, what? Take that down off of Facebook. That don't need to be on Facebook. You know, so she has an eye for stuff like that. So when I'm talking about having people in places, let them do it. I mean, you must have researched enough to put them on your team. So now that they're on your team, let them be the team that you want them to be.
Speaking of research, I'm glad you brought that up. So I've been dealing with vetting people, and I like people to vet me. Like, people get upset because I'll hit the inbox with all my credentials, and I want you to hit all the links, do what you got to do, and take 24 hours to get back with me. You know, I tell people, hey, don't just hire me that quick. Call my resources, see what it is. What do you feel about that? What is your input about vetting other people like that you work with, making your circle, making your team?
Yeah, it's necessary.
Okay.
It's necessary because first of all, I want you to be more than sure when you dig me up, you done did the research on me, right? Like you say, Google, y'all can Google 180 Life. It's on Google, it's on everywhere. You just everywhere, sir. So when somebody when somebody want me for anything, it could just be a speech at church or something. You make sure that I'm the person because my time is valuable.
Yes, ma'am.
My time is valuable. I don't need to get to your programming and you say, well, we thought about it. No, I want for sure that if you're digging me up, that you done found out everything you need to know, that make sure, click every link, everything you need to know before you, while we're in transition of making things happen. And I think it's very necessary, Archie, for that. So if somebody say, why you do all of that? That's your procedure.
Right.
And you stick with your procedure.
I like that. Ooh, I like to start using that more.
Yeah.
I got them for free. Don't invoice me now.
Yeah. That's your procedure. Those are your demands on your brand.
Wow.
Okay.
The procedures. You gotta
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
See, and that's the thing is because like I'm blessed that the contracts are coming in, and I was talking to a couple friends. If it's not contracted, I can't come. I was talking to a young lady the other day, and they changed the venue of some things that I got coming on. And I was like, I
I
can't.
need a new contract.
Right. I
Write
can't
a new
do that.
contract.
You
I
know.
don't want you to scratch it out, put your initials on it. I want you to send it to me how you sent the first one with the correct information on it.
And that comes in with conducting a business.
That's all that is.
Conducting a business. And that's the thing is my job as Mr. 180 Life, and dealing with the people that I'm dealing with is, hey guys, it's okay if you don't conduct a business.
Yeah.
But when you connect with 180 Life, we're going to push you to get it right. You know
Absolutely.
And people can't get mad because even with me, even now, like I say, I don't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm wrong, correct me. There's a way
Yeah.
to talk to me now.
Yeah.
And I tell people like
Absolutely.
to everybody.
You don't have to like me. You don't have to, but you will respect me
At all times.
at all times. Right.
And so I want the narrative to change for our people, for African Americans, for business owners, for small business owners, big business owners, for all business owners. I want the narrative to change that, okay, their customer service isn't good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not right. This is not. I want the narrative to change that, hey, we conduct good business.
Absolutely.
What we're doing. This is
Absolutely.
And I'm going to start using that. This is the procedure that I have in place.
Yeah.
After you get done reviewing everything, definitely give me a call and we can talk numbers.
And then we can discuss further matters. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I love it. Everybody, listen, I got Miss Michelle Saxton, Miss Texas Plus America is in the building on the 180 show. She has she has a special, she has a read all about her in the latest magazine of 180 Life. This is the March issue. Nothing else is open right now, but the March issue, you got to order yours. You can get them digitally. Oh, I don't need a magazine. We got them digital. You can do a digital download on 180life.com. If you're in Houston, she got the courier service. She got them on hand. So you can get, I don't know if she got any more left because she listens.
I have 7 left. I have 7 left.
She got some on hand. You might need a ride. Guess what? She can just hand it to you in the back. Go ahead and get your read on. It's a great read, guys. Miss Michelle, thank you so much for coming.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Archie. And I just pray continuous blessings and favor over you and your family. And whatever you put your hands in, I'm asking God to make it expand on throughout the nation. Because, baby, what you're doing is great work. Your magazine is to the point. And again, I thank you so much for being a part of everything. I know you have your hands tapped in, but you find a way. Now, I'm giving this to you. You find a way to incorporate your time in for others. You find it. And I know we go out being tired and probably have some big puffs on our eyes, but you do it. And I'm so thankful for you. I'm thankful for you.
I'm grateful for you as well. Thank you so much. I pray blessings. We going to nationals, right? We're going to nationals.
July 2nd here in Houston. So you guys, if you don't have anything to do, make that a date for you to come see all myself along with other beautiful people and beautiful women going to nationals. And I would like to thank my executive director, Miss Kimberly Smith, took me by the hand, prayed with me on the phone, continuous phone calls. So I want to thank her and our national director, Miss Megan Dickerson. She's doing her thing, baby. She done brought us all on. And listen, Texas is doing the thing. That's all I got to say.
Listen, y'all doing
Texas doing it big, baby.
What's going on, TT? I see a hey bro on there. How you doing, TT Ledette? Wonderful playwright. So everybody wants to know, how can they connect with you?
So listen, I'm on Facebook as Michelle D. Saxton. I'm also on Instagram as M Saxton #1. You can find me on YouTube and just reach out to me if no other place, 832-533-7565. And every Tuesday night, you can join us and view us on the Now What Show with myself and Bobby Brisker every Tuesday night. So guys, I'm not hard to find. Like 180, he say Google us. We Google us, okay?
Oh, yeah. So listen, guys, it's been real. Miss Michelle, give them that number one more time, y'all. Michelle D. Saxton on Facebook. Michelle #1.
M Saxton 1 on Instagram.
M Saxton 1 on Instagram. And if you need to reach out, you need grief support, you need a listening ear.
For sure.
Service,
For
you
sure.
can give her a call at
832-533-7565.
One more time for the people of the cheap seats in the back.
832-533-7565.
Listen, thank you so much for coming, spending some time with us at the 180 Show.
Thank you for having us.
You're so kind every time I see you.
Always, baby.
Listen, we gonna meet again because we
gonna
talk. So look, guys, y'all don't gotta go home. Y'all don't gotta go home. But listen, all you gotta do is wait till 7:30. They're gonna be on live next. Y'all go to the Now What Show. But for now, the 180 Show is out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.